Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is not Tarantino's best movie, but it's still really good and Brad Pitt gives the standout performance. Django Unchained is one of my favorite films of all time. Jamie Foxx is fantastic as Django. Christoph Waltz is phenomenal in this movie and he rightfully deserved his second Oscar. Leonardo DiCaprio gives one of his best performances as Calvin Candy and he should have been nominated for an Oscar. The movie is flawlessly directed and written by Quentin Tarantino. There's also a lot of fantastic action scenes, and despite this movie being 3 hours long, I never felt the length. I absolutely love this movie. This is one of my favorite films of all time. Brad Pitt is fantastic in this movie. He gives one of his best performances as Lieutenant Aldo Raine. He is so good in this movie and has so many amazing lines. Michael Fassbender does a terrific job despite his limited screen time. Eli Roth is excellent as the Bear Jew. Diane Kruger does a good job in her role. Christoph Waltz is outstanding as Hans Landa and he definitely deserved the Oscar. The movie is flawlessly directed and written by Quentin Tarantino. The cinematography is fantastic and there's fun action scenes. I also love the musical score. I adore this movie so much. It's one of my favorite films of all time. It's one of Quentin Tarantino's best movies. I can't think of one single flaw with this film, and this is easily the best film from the year 2009. Reservoir Dogs is a perfect debut movie for Quentin Tarantino. Harvey Keitel, Tim Roth, Steve Buscemi, and Michael Madsen all give top-notch performances. The movie is flawlessly directed and written by Quentin Tarantino. The chemistry between the actors is spot on. Pulp Fiction is Quentin Tarantino's best movie. Samuel L. Jackson gives the best performance of his entire career. He has so many memorable lines in this movie, and he has really good chemistry with John Travolta. The movie is perfectly directed by Quentin Tarantino. The movie is also incredibly well written. There are so many famous lines, mainly of course. You know what they call a quarter pounder with cheese in Paris? They don't call it a quarter pounder with cheese. They call it a Royale with cheese.